Hey everybody, welcome back. So the other day, as I'm working out here trying to do the power steering on the old Jeep, I decided I just had to be out of the sun. Even a small patch of shade was going to make all the difference. I just can't take it anymore. So my first thought was run down to Walmart, because they have an Ozark Trail 10 by 10. It's a slant leg, so it's really only 8 by 8, but you know what? It is what it is. It's cheap. So when I got there, they didn't have one in stock. So I ran over to Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight had theirs, which looks like exactly the same thing except the branding on it. So I bought it. This is it. So I haven't taken it out of the box yet. Thought it might be fun to do it together. They say you should have 2 people to set it up. I ain't got 2. I'm gonna do it myself. Comes in a box with wheels on it so you can roll it out of the store. Makes it tough to prop it up against something. If you do it wrong, it'll just fall flat on its face. But I have a multi-tool, and I'm not afraid to give it a shot, so let's do it. It's not light. It feels like it weighs about 50 pounds. Is that about what it weighs? Feels like about 50. I'll adjust the camera a bit so you can see it all better. Let's see what we got here. There is a zipper around the bottom, so is the bottom the top? That wouldn't make much sense, would it? That wouldn't make much sense at all. But there is a zipper down on that end. Can you see it? It's partially unzipped, so I'm thinking that the bottom is the top. I don't know why they would do that, but apparently that is what they have done. But that's just the plate with the wheels on it. And I guess we're just going to scoot this out of here in the dirt. I'm going to adjust the camera. I'm assuming there's going to be instructions in here someplace that I will probably completely ignore. Seems to me like it would be smarter to put that zipper on the other end. But there we go. I think we're out of the package. Here is the cover. I don't see any instructions in there. All right, there is nothing else in there. Maybe the instructions are taped to it. Maybe they're in with the cover, and maybe they're on the box. I'm going to get the cover out of the way over here. What does it say on the box? Easy and quick and easy setup. Open it up, cover on it, open it up. Includes rolling bag, 4 temporary spike anchors. I didn't see that in there anywhere. Features and benefits. 150 denier polymer fabric cover. UV treated, easy hook and loop fasteners. Sturdy steel tubing, slant leg to maximize stability. Slant leg is to maximize profit because it means the cover is smaller and costs less to make. And they can still say 10 by 10, which it really isn't. Powder coated to resist chipping, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's about as useful as that ever is going to be to me. So where are these spikes it says it comes with? Because I sure don't see any in it. Unless they're still in that bag someplace, and it doesn't feel like there's anything left in that bag. I don't think there's anything left in the box. There's nothing left in the box. Didn't it say it comes with spikes? Thought it did. Okay, here we go. Right here. Is that focusing? Includes rolling bag, 4 temporary spike anchors. I do not have the temporary spike anchors. So that's good. All right, let's set this up like this. I wasn't going to use the anchors anyway, but I don't like to be lied to. All right. see how you do this. No instructions too. I'm getting the feeling I managed to get another open box missing parts, but that seems to be my luck at Harbor Freight. It's constantly getting missing things. I wasn't going to read the instructions anyway, but still. Yeah, there's no spike anchors anywhere in the packaging. Okay, well, that's life, I guess. But I got let's figure out how you do this. I may have to go get the instructions. I'm sure I can get them off the Harbor Freight's website. Okay, I ran into my computer and I printed out the 3 pages of the manual that are actually relevant. And I've got them right here. Basically the setup and the takedown procedures. I didn't even bother printing the front cover and all the disclaimers and how not to hang yourself or hurt yourself with it, because having those pages isn't going to prevent me from doing it if I'm going to anyway. So let me see if I can get this figured out now. Okay, I'm going to get the cover temporarily back off it because they say to open it all the way up first. So let's pull this temporarily back off of it. So they want it opened all the way up. That doesn't seem too hard. I don't think it's too hard anyway. Okay, I don't think that's opened all the way up. Of course, it looks like it might be. It looks like it could be opened all the way up. I think that is opened all the way up. Is this supposed to lock out straight? Oh, I'll bet it is. Look at that. That's supposed to, these center ones are supposed to lock straight. See if I can get 2 of them to do it at once. This is probably why they say you want to have more than one person. I think there'd be something to keep it locked in the fully open position, but maybe there is. Or do you just slide this all the way up? Oh, there is a lock. Okay, there is a little lock right here. I don't know if you can see it, but right at the top, about 10 inches down from the top, there's a little spring-loaded button and a little thing designed to let it slip over and push it in and lock, so it does lock. Yay. Doing it wrong. Okay. All right. Let me move the camera back so we can see how badly I'm going to screw this up. Okay. Okay, what's the next step? Place the canopy over the frame and secure the corners around the top of the legs with the hook and loop tape. Extend the inner legs until the pins click to raise the canopy to its desired height. Attach hook and loop strips to each corner and overhead trusses. Okay, let's start with the corners. Okay, I believe this is a corner, so let's come over here with it. And let's get the opposite corner. Blue goes on the top, even though it should be the silver reflective side, but you know, it is what it is. Not 100% sure how you hook that, but we're going to find that out too. I can see now why they say it's easier when you have 2 people when you do it the first time, because the first time you're doing this. But that 12 by 32 metal building that you see in most of my videos back here, I put that up myself. All right. Okay, so there are the corners. They say attach it with the hook and loop tape. Where is the hook and loop tape? It's just sewn into there and wrapped around here. So I'm guessing what they're saying you do is bring that down and just push it like that till it's on. Okay, well, that worked. Wow, that is going to be stretched tight. Are we down on all the others? We are down on all the others. Okay, this is going to be a pretty tight fit. Okay, I hope it doesn't tear. Okay, there's that one. Sorry, I don't have anybody working with me to carry the camera around. Follow me around with it. And there was that one. And that one's already down, so there it is. No, now they say raise it to the desired height. Okay. So I'm guessing we have some way to do that. There's the lowest. Let's start with the lowest, and we'll go around. Trying to keep the sun off me, so I probably want to keep it as low as possible, don't you think? I think so. Oh. And I know what you're probably saying. The internet's filled with reviews of this thing. What are you doing? Well, you know what? This one's mine. This is my review. If you don't like that, go watch one of the others. Okay, that's the lowest. You know what? That's more than big. That's more than enough for me to keep the sun off of me. How we doing? How did I do on the hook and loop in here? Pretty good. This side could be down a little further, but I'm not going to cry about it. Yeah, this side should be down a little further, so let's fix it. Okay, there we go. And same over here. Let me lower you down so you can see what I'm doing. See how it's kind of bunched up in this corner? I'm just going to kind of come in and fix that. So there is that strip of Velcro on here, and then this circled around there. So I'm just going to kind of push it till it's loose and then pull the whole thing down. At least that's my plan. Worked on the other side. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then push it to hold it. Okay, that's all four sides, all four corners, about where I want them, I think. So now they say connect the hook and loop up, which is going to be this probably. So we're just going to go around like that. And like that. And that's pretty much it. So now I ought to be able to put it where I want it to be. So let's see if I can do that. Say I'm working, let me get rid of that box. That box is seriously in the way. I don't know. Ain't the sturdiest thing in the world, but does it need to be? That's my question. Does it need to be? I'm not going to be hanging anything from it. So all I would want to do is get it to where it puts shade where I'm working. So if it's sturdy enough to move around like this without collapsing, And it seemed to be, I'm caught on the hose over here. Let me get that off of there. I'm not being gentle, because why? Because I'm not gentle with anything pretty much, unless it's really expensive and I really don't want to break it, then I am. All right. Okay, I am at the lowest setting here. So this is the lowest setting. So if I was working underneath of it, you know, like I'm going to be doing with the power steering, so as I said, if I'm going to be working underneath of it, like I would be with the power steering, this would probably where I would want it to be, because now I have shade in that area. Now when I'm looking up, I don't have the sun shining in my face, because what time is it right now? It is 10 minutes to 1, and you can see where the sun is. It is directly, almost directly overhead. It kind of stays a little bit to that side, so that like this side of the vehicle, the tires on this side are almost always shaded, whereas the tires on this side will get a lot of sun. So I don't know, let's move it up to its highest and let's see what it would be like working underneath the vehicle with it, you know, trying to work under the hood. So there's just a detent button. That's next highest. That's completely highest. I suppose you could actually go until above even higher, but then it might want to fall apart. And that would not be really, I mean, you're only going to get another 1.5 inches out of it doing that. Okay, so there's the full height. So if I had to work underneath it here, underneath the hood, so this is an 80 Jeep with a 4-inch lift and 31-inch tires at the moment. Go to 34, is it? No, I don't know. I still have room to move it in. I could move it back and get a little more clearance. I don't know. I think that's fine for my use. I mean, all I'm really trying to do is get some temporary shade to make it, I mean, to take the miserableness level from a 10 down to about a 7.8 or 8.7 maybe would be more appropriate. But that's really all I'm trying to do. So let's see how it is to put away, because I'm not doing any work today other than this. So let's see what the procedure is to put it away. Takedown instructions. Remove the anchors or sandbags, the ones they did not provide but said they were. Push in the pins and lower the legs to lower the canopy frame. Disengage the locking button on each corner and pull the slider down until the button is completely free of the slider. Remove all hook and loop tape from all parts of the frame and remove the canopy. They want you to take the canopy off to put it away. I thought you didn't have to. I thought you could leave it on. And of course they want you to have 2 people to do it. I thought you could put it away with the canopy on. I may not even put it back in the bag because I'm not taking it anywhere. It's just gonna stay here and be temporary shade. I can't leave it up because the first monsoon is going to come and pick it up and deliver it to Kansas or onto the yellow brick road. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to leave the canopy on. I'm probably going to have to undo that hook and loop tape, but let's get it away from the Jeep and let's see what it's going to be like. You'll probably be surprised to hear that I have not watched any other videos on this. I looked at some reviews. Most people seem to think this is completely fine for temporary shade. Other people thought it was a flimsy piece of junk. For whatever reason, people make those decisions. So let's get it away. Again, it would probably be easier if you had two people. I don't, so I'm just gonna wrestle it away. And I did not buy the extended warranty, and I am not, oh, there's tape up there too you could do. I'd have to lower that down to get to it, but I might do that. Yeah, I can see these legs could be, you could fold these legs up pretty easy if you got too rough with it. If you're on concrete, it would probably scoot across it pretty easy. Let me get over that hose. But back here in the dirt and stuff, it's not going to want to scoot very nicely. Now I'm hooked on the Jeep. Okay. Yeah, if you muscle this around too much, you could probably fold those uprights up. They are pretty thin material. But I'm going to try not to do that. Hooked on the Jeep again. All right, let's lower it down. I think that might make it a bit more sturdy. We'll might beef that lower leg up a bit and make it a little stiffer. Then it will let me connect that hook and loop at the top. Let me show you where that is too. Now that doesn't want to go in. There it goes. All right, let's duck back inside it here. And here's the hook and loop I missed up here. Looks like there's 4 of them. So since I'm not planning on taking this top back off, or I'm going to try not to, we'll see how it works. Let's hook this. And if I have to undo it, well, it's just Velcro. Tell you what, that is snug. I honestly thought I remember reading somewhere that you can leave the fabric on when you stow it. So that's what I want to try. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll get over it. All right, so we need to undo the corner locks first. And to do that, we just push the button here and we just lower it down. Yeah, it's not going to go. That's not going to go with the canopy on, is it? I don't see how that's going to go with the canopy on. Even if you undid that Velcro, would it go? No, I think the canopy's got to come off. Okay, we'll just do that. All right, I'm going to lower it all the way down. We'll get that top completely off of there. And maybe just to say we did it, we'll put it back in the bag. But I do plan on using it here in the next couple of days when I go to put the power steering on the CJ all back together again. I'll get the camera out from under there. Of course, if this had small wheels on the bottom, that would also make it much easier to maneuver. I may think about that. It's got, the bottom leg plate has 2 holes in it, so it would probably be fairly easy to mount a couple of small wheels on it. And that would, I mean, they wouldn't roll well out here, but at least they wouldn't drag along the ground. So let's pull this off and let's fold it in my typical careful and precise fashion. Just like it came from the factory. Put a couple of lemons on it to hold it in place. There's a lemon tree over in that corner of our house, and we now have about 427 lemons, and we've only got 2 or 3 large branches hanging over. But it's just non-stop dropping right now, and I pick them up because I don't want them to lay on the ground and get rotten. Okay, so now we are gonna drop this down, being careful not to be pinched. Why doesn't it want to go? Okay, let's do all of them, and then we got to move it together. And I may look at wheels, because this would absolutely be easier if it had wheels on the bottom. And wheels, small wheels at Harbor Freight are pretty cheap. That one's down. This one's hooked on the Jeep again, scraping paint off of both the Jeep and the Canopy. Perfect. Oops, that was the one that was holding it. And now we just kind of got to dance it all back together again like this. Hey, hey. Now I'm guessing we just throw the cover on it. I would suppose they would want the wheels on the bottom, don't you think? So we're going to do it like this. This will put the wheels on the bottom, I believe. Oh, look what look what I found. I found the temporary stakes. Wow. Those are super strong and great. Yeah, okay. All right, at least they're there, huh? Okay. Now I'm guessing we have to get the top in there. And because I folded it so carefully and precisely, it's going to go back in perfect. Look at that, huh? Look at that. All right. And now all I got to do is tuck all the belly rolls in. like there's even a chance of that, and zip it up. And there we go. Done. Okay, that was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. So, do I recommend this? If you're looking for the cheapest shade that you can get, and you don't mind being a bit on the flimsy side, it might only last 2-3 years. I don't know. If you're good with all that, for 50 bucks, this may be for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to get a cold drink and go inside. Bye for now.